Hello guys, today we are going to learn the voltage regulators or step down transformers using we can step down the voltage 240 volts to 5 volts and also current also we can modify decrease or increase amps variation of amps. So nowadays mostly people are using cell phones. For charging cell phones household supply is 240 volts 230 to 240 volts, so we can't able to charge with that voltage. Here you see charge a input voltage. Here if you observe input voltage, this is the vivo adapter. I am taking a different chargers. This is a charger redmi charger. This is vivo charger and this is samsung charger. So three chargers, how they can step down the input voltage of households from 240 volts to 230 to 240 volts. Here input voltage 200 to 240 volts and the frequency of positive and negative waves oscillations is 50 to 60 Hz. Here 1.1 amps. This is input. It is a input voltage of our country, that is India. In America, foreign countries, their input voltage is 100 to 120 volts, mostly 110 volts. Frequency is same, 50 or 60 Hz. Amps also same. So output voltage for this foreign countries is 5 volts, 3 amps, or 6 to 11 volts, 2 amps maximum. So in India, our power supply system is 200 to 240 volts. So mostly 230 to 240 it oscillates, and frequency is same, 50 Hz to 60 Hz, and current is 1.1 amps. Output voltage is 5 volts. So 3 amps current or 6 to 11 volts or 4 amps current is maximum. So this is a model number is given, made in India, and these are the, so this is the vivo charger. See 44 watts charger. It is 44 watts charger. So now coming to next Redmi charger. It was Xiaomi powered adapter. Carefully observe. So input voltage is given that 100 volts to 240 volts. And the frequency of oscillation of positive and negative alternating current, that is 50 to 60 Hz, 0.35 amps. So and also output voltage also you have mentioned that output voltage is 5 volts, 2 amps, current is 2 amps. It is made in India. So now coming to the Samsung charger. It is old one. I have Samsung charger adapter. So model number is given. Input voltage 100 to 240 volts. So we can use this charger in foreign countries as well as in India also. Frequency is 50 volts to 60 Hz, 50 Hz to 50 Hz to 60 Hz, and input current is 0.15 amps. And business output 5 volts and current is 0.7 amps. It is manufactured date is given, and some serial numbers and made in India is given. These are company codes. So this we are going to tear down the one of the charger from this. Now I am taking a Samsung charger. So output voltage is where output voltage is 5 volts, 0.7 amps. So input voltage is 100 to 240 volts. Now we will check how much voltage we are going to give to this one. Now I am taking multimeter. So in this multimeter, observe this multimeter. It consists of two knobs. Analog multimeter I am taking. These are the readings of the analog multimeter. Now also I am taking power supply. Now see, this is the power supply, AC power supply. So how much power is we are getting, we will check here by taking multimeter. So first keep the multimeter, keep the multimeter in AC current. Here AC current is, I am keeping nearly 1000 volts. Now we are going to check this one. See reading also there. It is multimeters, two knobs, positive and negative. Positive is red and negative is black. It is considered in only DC voltage, but AC voltage both are alternating, positive and negative. Now I am taking one of the knob, switching on this knob and putting, inserting in it and checking the voltage. And next knob also I am going to take. See how many volts it is showing, nearly oscillating. Carefully observe. "50" means 1000 volts, no, it is. If we keep 250, the more than 250 is having, voltage is more than 250. I am going to connect this charger, Samsung charger, and then I am going to measure the voltage, output voltage. So input I am giving 250 volts, nearly 250 volts. Now this is the output. So positive terminal I am going to connect positive knob of multimeter, and the negative terminal I am going to connect negative knob of multimeter. Now see the reading. Now multimeter I am going to change it to the DC current. I am nearly keeping 10 volts. 10 volts I am keeping. Now I am going to switch on this one. Both wires, positive and negative. See, I fix the knobs to the positive and negative wires. Now I am going to switch on the power supply, 240 volts. So now you see, I kept reading at 10 no. So here it is showing nearly how many volts? It is 10, 8, 6, between 4 and 6 means nearly 5 volts. Output voltage is 5. So this charges output voltage. Just now we measured. This is the Samsung charger. So now I am going to open this upside. Already opened this one. Just I am showing to you what the components consist inside. I am going to remove this one. See, these are the things inside. Circuit board is there. So it has two knobs are connecting to this two electrodes. This one and this one, two electrodes are connecting to this one, and input will be 240 volts, nearly 240 volts reaches here. 240 volts reaches these points, and this points to, from resistors to here, it goes to the auto coupler. This is auto coupler. Nowadays they're using auto coupler instead of a bridge rectifiers, diodes. So now we see the components. This is the resistors. These two are resistors. This is resistor. This also resistor. Two resistors. This is capacitor, whose voltage is 500 volts. Capacity is 4.7 microfarads. So 500 volts means we are giving only 240 volts here, input voltage. But It is RMS voltage. Root mean square voltage. That is original voltage. Here we'll get. That's why we are using capacitors nearly 400 volts to 500 volts, because actually we are giving only 240 volts, but RMS voltage is we can't able to measure by multimeter. Some precise multimeters can measure the RMS voltage. That's why its voltage, real voltage is nearly rises to 400 volts. So that's why your capacitors we always use the whose capacity is more than 400 volts. That's why they took 500 volts and its capacity is 4.7 microfarads. And here also one capacitor. This is the transistor. This is step down transformer, and then this is the DC capacitor. This is a positive terminal and this is a negative terminal. Let us try to see the number of the capacitor. It is not visible, and here it is using a diode to get a polarity, and here we're getting output. This is the output now, output y. Through this we already checked voltage. Output voltage is 5 volts, already we checked just now. So these are the components inside the our normal charger, daily using charger. So in next class we will tear down another electronic component.